In the spring of 2024, I received my April edition of the Maine Sportsman. As I opened the paper, the first page I landed on featured an impressive 10-point buck with a curled point on the end of its left main beam. The photograph of the buck got my attention, but it was the attached letter to the editor that really pulled me in. The writing style of the author, Ronald Paine, got me interested in both the hunter and the buck, and I wanted to learn a little more. So I sent a letter to Mr. Paine, hoping he'd be willing to sit down and talk with me on camera. Not long after, I received a reply, letting me know that he'd be happy to do so, but had 2 requests. Number 1, he wanted his family to be there. They all take part in hunting together, and he didn't want this to be any different. And 2, I had to wait until after deer season. This is a family of great hunters, but it's also a family of great storytellers, who have a deep passion for the natural world and the animals that live there.
So I'm Austin. So I'm up to nine deer now, and my first one that was pretty awesome. We went to New Hampshire to do that. It was how old am I now? 25. So we're going on 14 years. That's wild. We went and visited friends over there, stayed with them. We made a weekend of it, and what was that? So that's a 6-point? Yeah. 6-point buck. And we took Bumpy Val with us. And, oh my word.
Okay, Austin, how's it feel?
Really good.
Here it is.
We're gonna hold that rack up. That's a rack to be proud of right there. Unbelievable.
First deer.
Look at that.
It was amazing.
Tell me.
I hear this noise coming.
Yeah.
We just sat up on this rock because
Yeah.
we couldn't see anything because everything out here is taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said that we were on a big rock.
Yeah.
And Dad hears it coming, so we get ready. And I see it. I couldn't quite get it on. Then I got it on, shot him right there. Fell off the rock. Then saw him moving, so I had to shoot him like 1 more time. Then I got him.
What'd you hit him the second time?
Right in the rib cage.
Yeah, right in the rib.
Beautiful.
He come out right here.
Yeah.
He stepped out right there.
Yeah.
We had practiced several times. I said, I'm gonna stick my arm out like this as a tree,
Mhm.
and you can lay the gun right across my arm.
Yeah.
And as soon as he stepped out, I called to him, and he got right up straight, and he looked right at us. And
Yeah.
oh, he's like firing at a narrow target. It wasn't like
Yeah.
a broadside deal, it was a narrow target. And I said, he's got us. You're just gonna have to pull the trigger. And as soon as he fired, boom, flattened him.
First
I fell
deer,
off the rock.
6-point buck, and you're 9?
Pointer.
That's beautiful. Incredible. Man. Look at your orange. That's
That's classic.
Kurt's orange. You're like swimming in that thing.
That is so beautiful. I am so happy.
Man, that's a really good deer.
That will be just a good deer.
Yes, good eating. Now,
It's phenomenal that he got a 6-pointer.
So he's at least 2 years old.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful deer.
That's a nice
Man,
wowzer. Oh, so what do you think, Austin?
perfect timing.
Yeah.
You
Still
moving to New
morning?
Hampshire now? You moving to New Hampshire? You get turkey, you get deer. What else you want to get?
This isn't what real hunting's like for us. We usually have to hunt all month.
yes, and then take one shot at the running deer.
You know what's really funny is I'm glad we went and got coffee at Dunkin' Donuts because I didn't think of this little section of woods
Yep.
until we drove by, and I'm like, you know what?
Hello.
It takes a few minutes to drive.
Got one down. Yeah,
I cannot believe
vibrating.
Just hold him right
So,
there.
so am I. 6-point buck.
Hold him up.
Pull his rack right up. I gotta take some pictures myself.
Yeah. Little height. Then right down. There you go.
Oh, I will. I don't know.
I got about 27 pictures to burn up. It's disposable.
Beautiful.
You go hunting with your great grandfather's 308.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And I ended up shooting 3 deer with that one.
Yep.
But that made for a great video. Hour-long video, I think. Steve Seaman helped us out with that. He knew a spot to put us, and that was a fantastic fantastic.
He was so
first
excited,
deer.
too.
Oh, he was.
When I reached out to him, like, hey, would you mind helping my son get his first deer? It's like, he's like, I would never dream of saying no. He's like, one of the best things. He's like, you could have asked me. So
Yep.
it was fun.
It was. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Olivia. I am Ron and Ruth's granddaughter, the only granddaughter. I have shot 2 deer, and I think one of my favorite stories was my second deer, which was a 4-point crotchhorn buck. But when we originally were hunting for it, we were right by our house in the power lines, and we actually thought it was a doe from the angle that we were at. I did have a doe permit, so it would have worked out, but I shoot at it thinking it's a doe, and we're walking up to it, and my dad notices before I do that it did have antlers indeed, so he starts recording me walking up, and it was a great reaction video, because I'm walking up thinking, just got my second doe, it's going to be awesome, and he's recording me, and I realize, and I have a huge reaction to realizing that it's a buck, so.
Oh man, sweet.
Is that a good surprise or what?
Yeah.
I saw.
I didn't even see it until just now. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is awesome. Oh my god, I did not even see it until just now.
I saw it back there. That's why I was like.
Oh,
Got our first buck.
sweet. Second deer.
Many years were put in before I got my first one. I was 12 the first time I got a deer. My next one I was either 14 or 15, but the second deer was definitely a great story.
And I'm the matriarch. Because everything I know is because of my husband Ron, everything he taught me. And we've done everything together all our life, not just hunting, but everything. And I never hunted before I met him. We got married when we were 19. And I did hunt a little bit then, but I did more after the kids grew up. And I have shot 30 deer altogether. My biggest and best one was in, what, 2020, 10-pointer. I was shocked because I hadn't shot a lot of big ones. For a few years I hadn't even shot a buck. So when I shot that one that day, I nearly died. I have had such an expression in the old video and all the pictures that we took. It was just so phenomenal. And I've shot quite a few big ones, big deer over the years, and it just was a shock every time because it isn't something you expect. Because I'm just there to get my deer for the year, you know, and we can put it in the freezer. But it seems all the big bucks were attracted to me. It's like, okay, big boy. I get it. And, yeah, I did really good. And then for a while there, I had a problem with my holding the gun because as I'm older, it's heavy. So he suggested getting one of those shooting stick. Right on. Perfect. Every time I use a shooting stick, from now on, I've used it for 10 years. I've never missed. Perfect shot. Double long shot, and they're down. So, that was my favorite right there.
The story on her deer, she shot it. We had to find out where first blood was, and she didn't know if she hit it or not. She was really worried. I had to come over, and I found the blood, was walking through on the blood trail, and being a little bit taller than her, I could see an antler sticking up. So I knew what her reaction would be from the year before. So I called her back, come back here, and then you track this deer till you get to it. And that's why in the video she came so unglued, because she had not seen it up to that point. That's why there was such a reaction. It's the best deer she's ever got.
How big he is. Oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe this. This is awesome. Oh, Daddy's awesome. Oh, he's huge. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's beautiful. Mother, oh my gosh, look. I can't believe it. I can't believe this. This is a great day. This is the most awesome thing that's happened to me in years. Oh, I feel like
Congratulations.
oh my goodness, he's huge. This is an awesome day. We've been sitting in that tent way out back, and we were there all morning since we got there at 5:30, and we just sat there in the cold until like 10 of 6 or whenever it became light. And nothing, all morning nothing, eating our donuts, nothing. And you decided to do rattling, and well, first dough calling with the little can call, and then did rattling with your little rattler that you've got, and we both did the butt grunt together. We were doing butt grunts together at the same kind of time, so it sounded real. And then I did my little dough bleat, did that really loud a whole bunch of times, and then we heard shooting. We had one shot, and then we had like 3 or 4 more shots, and we waited nothing. So you got up and you went down to see what was going on, 300 or 400 yards away, investigated, see if there was anybody got one. And then while you were gone, you said you gave me a note that you're coming right back, and you're on your way back. 300 yards away, you're on your way back. And so, I'm just waiting. I got my stick looking out one side window, waiting for you to come. And all of a sudden, I see movement down where I shot mine last year. And it looked like, I thought you were there, or something was there. Just the bushes were moving, the tree was moving. And then all of a sudden, I realized that it's a deer. It was jumping up, moving all the bushes. And so I had to move my stick over, and I finally looked through my scope at it, and I saw the face. And he looked like he was on the move. And immediately, when I moved my stick, he immediately started on the move out of there. And I had it right on him. I let him have it. And this is it. It's so awesome. We were just going crazy when we walked out, and we finally found the trail. There was a blood trail all the way out. Like, oh my goodness, I was hyperventilating. I thought I was going to be sick. And we came across this, and you can't believe it. I still can't believe it either. Just shocked.
Double lung shot.
At 74 years old, I wanted to get one more big buck.
26. Number 26.
Yeah, number 26, and I wanted a big one. Finally, I want more in my lifetime, get a big one, and this is it. This is it. My goal is complete.
And she has 4 mounts in this room, and she still holds the record of the heaviest deer, which is 220. So the rest of us are still trying to catch up, even though, but she's been my hunting partner, scouting, hunting, fishing, everything we do together, and we get so much enjoyment out of it.
That video, the reaction is so raw that I have a hard time not crying to this day when I watch it.
Yeah.
Because she just, you can feel the emotion in the video as she's literally coming unglued.
Yeah.
When she finds it. She's so excited.
Yeah, I think I said even, oh my God. I don't say stuff like that.
Basically, they swore.
Really. I never say stuff like that.
It was adorable.
Yeah, it's really good. It's one of my
So
favorites.
for myself, I've got 51 deer. I got my first one when I was 17. I'm really quite old. And back in 62, just a 3-pointer, but always the first deer that gets you really hooked, and been a lot of deer in between. But we do together a lot of scouting. I mean, we've got deer on our mind year round. So in the summer, spring and summer, we go mushrooming, looking for mushrooms, but we're looking at the ground, and we're looking for deer sign at the same thing. And as the season progresses, we get August. Usually we see when the bucks are rubbing their velvet off. We spot the bushes where they've torn that velvet off, and then we look around for rubs, and then we start looking for scrapes. And we just find out where they are. We know where some of the trails have been for 30, 40 years and just go to those spots. There's some dominant scrapes out back. You don't see nothing there until the end of August, 1st of September, and the bucks start coming to that spot and scraping, and you just set up somewheres near. You're going to get yourself a buck. But I've got some good ones. There's 4 in here, and there's Curly is out there. That's the best antlered one. It made Antler and Skull Club, made biggest Maine sportsman. It wasn't a heavy deer, 204.8, but it made Boone and Crockett, which is national, which I never thought it would ever make it.
No.
But it did, second in the state in that category, and it's been something that was amazing because we didn't know that buck was around. My neighbor went to work one morning. He called me. He says, "There's a big buck that just crossed in front of me. I almost hit it straight up here, just up the road." So that's out back. He went out back, and we started hunting out there. And I scouted on a Monday night. I walked up to a field. I wanted to do some scouting during the season. As I get closer to the field, I kept seeing rub line. Get up there, 20 yards in from the field, there was trees this size. Just rub right down to the ground, and this is the spot. So I went to see the farmer, got permission to go down there and hunt.
Sat in that tiny tent.
Sat in the tiniest tent we had,
Wow.
cramped. And she was setting up probably 100 yards away on another field, and we had it all set up that at the end of shooting light, jump in the 4-wheel, come down because my back was hurting, legs were hurting. 5 or 10 minutes off, I see deer coming in the woods, and I'm texting her on the phone. Don't come, don't move. There's a buck. Something's coming out. I didn't know what it was. And then, last 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes, he come across the stone wall in front of me and stepped in the field, and all I could see was his G2s and G3s sticking up. But I had the scope on him when he stepped into the field, took the shot, and he went out in the field and down past me. And got another one in at the rifle, and I turned around in a little tent and thought I got it on him, pulled the trigger, and off he went. But we come across the first blood in the woods 50 yards in, and he didn't go far after that. But this part of the story was, as we were sitting in the woods with the lights on this deer, we took a picture, and I sent a picture to Rustin and Jim and Veronica, and I says, "Come, I need help." And it's just like everything came to life. He's about 30 some miles away, and
Rustin.
they were down here.
So we were so excited.
Jump out of their seats and got up here before I didn't get him out. I wanted them to see him just as he lay in the woods. It was an impressive night.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Dad said it's the biggest deer we ever got. I know, we wanted you to see it. That's why we called everybody.
I said I would not mount another deer. This might be worth $500. I can't even believe it.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Oh, I'm glad it was him.
Yeah. Want to know how close to not getting it? Yeah. Shooting light ends at 5:50 today. All those hookings that I showed you, on through big trees, there's a trail that comes out in the field over there. I kid you not, maybe 5:45, 5:56 spotted
movement down in the woods. I thought a couple tails. Didn't see any antlers. I just saw deer coming, and then they hang up on that side of the stone wall where he does the hooking. So I sent her a message. I says, don't move, don't come. There's one coming. 5:49, he's moving across the stone wall and steps into the field. I saw antlers, I took the shot because I knew I was running out of time. Then he went out into the field. He barreled down the field right beside me from here to those trees over there, over the stone wall, and away he went, and I let one fly at him. And couldn't find the blood in the field.
No, we just couldn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't find it till we got in the woods.
That's
That's the out hole.
That's the in hole.
Oh, that's the in hole.
Yeah.
I never seen anything like this.
Oh. No, me neither.
See, that one broke off. It probably would have been like this, which would have been great.
Yeah.
But
It's really wide.
take it.
Crazy.
Wow.
Might be possible.
This deer, I scouted it out and found out where he was rubbing on some big trees before he come out the field, staging area. So I went to see who owns this farm. Asked him if we could hunt down in here. He said no problem. I asked him if I get one, can I take the four-wheeler down and get it? Sure. So we come over here. This is our first time in this spot. I heard one going behind me probably 10-20 minutes earlier. I let Mom know that one might be coming out, and then I'm gonna say 5 minutes before the end of shooting light, I saw a deer movement. I thought I saw two tails. I knew something was coming, but they have a tendency to hold up behind the stone wall. So I texted her, don't move, don't come. He's gonna come out. One's coming, and I spotted him coming over the stone wall. Stepped into the field. I had the crosshairs on him. I had to take a shot because I didn't have any time. Took the shot, and he took off down, out into the field, down the field beside me. I jacked another one in, he went over the stone wall beside me, and I fired one at him as he went away. I don't know if that hit him or not, but the first one did. But it was scary because I walked up to where I shot. I couldn't see any hair. As usual, couldn't find any blood. I searched the field back and forth, couldn't see a drop of blood. And then we went to where he crossed the stone wall. We must have went, I don't know, 50 yards in, spotted first blood. I'm sure there was other, but then he took us on a little journey. Went to an angle. He was going to go up to the corner of the field, and you could tell he must have tucked it out because he started turning downhill, and he ran into a tree. Jim took a picture of that. And then we found him right here. This is
Congratulations.
my biggest deer ever.
How old are you now?
I am 77. Just turned 77 in October.
Good job.
So
What number deer is this? Do you know?
this is 48.
48 deer that you've got in your lifetime.
48.
Wow.
And
You're a good spot picker.
he's I said I would never probably mount another, but I guess I will.
I think, yeah, they're
Take
going to
those
have to.
words. This is biggest one ever. I don't expect this to happen again.
No, nice ending to this
Yeah,
day,
it's a
that's
good
for
one.
sure.
Amazing.
Yep. That's it.
Great job.
That's my best one. Probably not happen again.
Probably won't.
When I got that picture, I screamed right out loud.
Yeah.
I was in total shock. Like, I'm sitting on the couch because it's hunting season. It's the end of the day. You're tired. It's dark out, and then it just comes across my phone, and I think I jumped right up off the couch and just like, oh, I think I have to leave.
He's like running around. back and forth. I'm like, because he didn't tell me anything. He's just
No,
like
you
up
don't.
and squealing and running.
He's like, I don't think I've ever made it to Oxford and Livermore Falls so fast.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
broke some rules.
what's happening? He's like, my dad just got the biggest deer of his life. I'm like, well, you should probably leave.
And we went through the same thing. We were making dinner. We were like throwing
Drinking
things.
martinis.
we were a mess. Like we didn't have a flashlight. We didn't
Yeah,
have
to
anything.
do
We
it.
needed to get up here right now and help you out.
It took 4 of us, and she had all the stuff. 4 of us to drag it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
impressive.
we're calling the tagging station. We're like,
'Cause it
don't
Yes,
close,
they
don't
gotta
close.
And they said, no, we're closing, and we begged them. You don't understand. This deer is huge. We have to tag it.
We have to come.
And they stayed open.
Yes, they stayed open. They
They
were great.
stayed open.
We went to Doe's Market. It's one of their
Yeah.
favorite places to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
great.
Paris, Doe's Market. That was your turn.
And
My
Ron,
turn.
how did
I'm
you-
Ronica. I'm Ron and Ruth's daughter. My brother and I, we grew up hunting, and I didn't actually get my first deer until I was 21, 22. I got a big doe. But and of course all these years, I had 3 boys. They couldn't make it because of sickness or whatever, but they were my focus, to raise them hunting, and my stepdaughter Morgan,
Yep.
raised them to hunt. So I didn't get a deer for many years, but I'm up to 8 deer, and my favorite deer I think is last year I got a 7-pointer, and I was by myself, and I've never been by myself to get an actual good deer that you could put on the wall. And I remember hearing my father shoot an hour previous, and I wanted to leave my spot, and they text me, do not leave your spot. You're in a perfect spot. And it was actually up where he had gotten Curly a year or 2 before. So I stayed, and I did a little butt grunt, and sure enough, he came out. But he had already gotten a deer, so my husband was gone helping them get out his deer. So I'm by myself, but it was just really emotional for me because I was there to really take it in, that I had gotten this deer all by myself, and I dragged it a little ways by myself. It just was important to me. But it's been a great ride all these years.
My turn.
Your turn.
So my name's Jim. I think counting I'm up to 5, and I kind of came into the family later, so I didn't get my first deer until I was in my 40s. And I'd hunted before, but nothing serious. But these guys kind of have brought me along to read the deer signs and all that stuff. Like I said, I've got some favorite. I got a favorite deer, but my first deer was pretty amazing. I was down in the swamp, and my daughter Morgan was with me, and so that made it pretty special. And it was just a 4-pointer to say, but I mounted it because it's definitely my favorite deer. But it's been great.
And good success. Keep having it.
But yeah, I could go on and on. Like, it's definitely a family affair. Actually, I can't talk about it because last year's 8-pointer is because of what we went through to get it.
Oh yes, right.
2 days worth of.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. We chased that forever.
Yeah.
We got him though.
Like I
We
said,
got him.
I'm in my 50s, and it took me that long to get something that nice.
Yeah, it was a nice video. That.
And there's a lot of learning.
Oh
You
yes,
learn a lot.
I'm still learning a lot.
Yeah.
But without the support, it would have never happened. I would have given up on the deer last year. Basically, we got in late to this spot, and
1:30.
I literally just walked onto this great deer, and I shot it. It was a terrible shot, but it bled everywhere. I figured, no, it didn't go very far. This guaranteed. I was patient. They all came down to help me. He tracked till dark. Bumped him a couple times. What a terrible feeling to sleep through the night knowing that I missed. Like I goofed up. But we get up early the next morning and tracked him. And like I said, tracking was fun. To look back on it, the story will be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we learned a lot.
Yep.
too. We needed to learn even more, and we did learn
great.
how to do tracking
Yeah.
from them.
Worked out great.
And like I said, we've got video of it. We're looking for it, and all of a sudden she's yelling. She's like, they hear it. They just jump in a brook. Jumped in a brook. It's coming up out of the other side, and they're like, run, shoot. And I'm just standing there. Like, what's going on here?
Screaming,
Yeah.
Mark and I
And
screaming.
then I ended up shooting it, dropped it on this side. We crossed this brook 5 times, tracking this deer.
Serious. Serious.
We just covered this mess, believe it or not. That was pretty rugged. Fear factor all over.
I never see it.
All I saw was big antlers trying to get out. I see him by the tree, right by the rock mill.
Is he dead?
He's laying. No, he's laying. Wait. Right there by the rock.
He's on the right of the rock. He's on the right of the rock. Let him die. Oh my gosh. He's a giant. He's a giant. Giant. He's still moving. Just leave him. Let's stay here until we figure out how to get across.
Take your safety off when you're ready, because he's not moving.
Just wait. Just wait. Yeah.
Safety up for a minute.
Keep it right on him.
Oh my goodness. That one, I've never seen that in my entire life.
Oh. Serious business. We already got him. He's laying down. Everybody just wants to enjoy the story. We're gonna have to go back across. But we all want to be together. We got him! You finally did it.
Wow. You got that one.
Oh, Jim, he's so nice.
We worked and earned this one.
He's beautiful. What you wanted.
We did it. Happy day, happy day. Oh, I didn't have
Let me-
pushed the video on.
He does stick.
Didn't video it?
Almost talking.
Wait a minute. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do
Yeah.
a story first. Make sure it's on.
I should let you do it.
I should have got shot last night.
I don't know. He's got hit in the neck.
Yeah, he stinks wicked bad.
He got his guts hanging out.
Yeah, probably the one in the shot. No, it's not.
8.
I need a big 8.
Easy.
Oh, break the helmet. Exciting.
Okay. Long story. We started out yesterday, but we left the house at 1 o'clock, kind of last minute. Ron had a spot way down past the knoll, and Veronica walked down there. And he was going to walk through, and we looked at, well, get down there. She went to the tent. I heard her unzip the tent, sit in it, and I walked down a little bit further. I crested this knoll, and all of a sudden I see a nice deer broadside. Couldn't really tell if he had antlers at first. He was moving his head up and down, and I finally could tell. I could see some kind of a beam, so I'm like, I gotta take it. He took off. I shot again. Took off. Waited a little bit. We followed a blood trail up, guesstimate, last night, about 1.5 miles, before we come down to this water, and it was getting too dark. So we headed back out.
Here's a good one.
It was awesome.
Got back down in here this morning. We crossed this brook. How many times we crossed? We crossed back again. Finally, Ron said he's close because he lay down, and all of a sudden we heard him crashing. She's like, "Run!" We see him crossing the water here, and I shot again, and he dropped. So we're gonna earn this.
Monica saw him crossing the water. Right?
Yes, we
Saw
both
him on
we
the other
saw him.
side,
On the other side.
trying to get out.
Oh,
I could
yeah,
see
I
his
saw him.
antlers going around and
What was
around.
it, 3 hours we calculated? We followed him. A couple times he got up last night.
blood everywhere. I mean, gobs and gobs of blood the entire time, even to this spot.
I'm glad we got him.
It's amazing to think that a deer could go this far.
Yeah.
Losing that kind of blood. But well worth it.
Congratulations. That's very, very nice.
Group effort, 100%.
Yeah. Yep, very nice. He's a beauty. Did a good job, Jim. Good shot.
Way down behind Bucket Knoll where they crossed it. So he crossed and he's coming back across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were right on his tail. It was amazing how close we were. Me and
Good
Mom
job.
heard him. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
what time is it? 8:02. We've been going since 6:37.
Yep.
And 3 hours last night, following him yesterday. Congratulations, Jim.
120.
Down further. Now we're going to go back across again. Quite fear factor type thing. I hope we don't fall in. We haven't fallen in yet. Just a little bit wet. Stuck. Stuck on the rock. There's no through the rock. There we go. Oh, yes. Awesome. Yay! What a beauty. 8 point. Nice. Now we have to go. Won't that be nice? I don't know. We might fall in. I hope not. After I saw him when he jumped in the brook, he screamed and you could just see the antlers trying to get out of the brook on the other side. And he screamed for Jim to run, and he did. He really saw it right in the back of the head. It's scary. I'm next.
It was an
scary.
amazing story, amazing video.
Was.
That'll be my favorite forever.
It's one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
He had bed down. We figured he was watching us track right to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could
He
tell.
was watching us the whole time.
Yeah, we got up close and he took off running. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I was
If we laid
so
down, we
thankful that we stuck with the track.
We didn't give up.
Yeah,
We
didn't
knew it was
give
a
up.
good one, that's
Yeah.
why, and we don't give up on good
No.
ones
Yeah.
ever.
No.
Yeah, and I learned a lot about tracking and being patient, and it opened me up as far as not. Sometimes it's nerve-wracking exploring through the woods and.
Learned a new place to go.
Absolutely.
did.
You sure did.
That's where I got
Yeah,
my
that's where
letter
she got hers
this year.
this year. So,
8 pointer.
yeah. And lesson learned. Be a little more
Patient when you
patient
shot.
on the shot the
Yes.
first time around because tracking, it was amazing but not fun. Very stressful. Very,
Not
very
stressful
stressful.
for you. Wasn't stressful for us. But
They
it was.
learned a lesson in tracking because we've tracked some and it's taken a long time. I get one with the antlers already deer 9-pointer a few years back. And same thing, got him, shot him at 4:07 at night, and we followed it until it got dark. Couldn't follow the blood anymore. Just spots, you know. Went back the next morning, picked up the trail, and then she would see a drop, and she'd put down a piece of toilet paper, and then we'd go find another drop, and another piece of toilet paper, and followed that for probably another hour. And I got to where was last blood. I couldn't see anymore. I said, we'll follow this until we run out of blood. I got to a spot, saw some blood in the leaves, and I called her over. I didn't tell her, but I looked 30 yards into the woods, and there it was laying there. So it was like 15 hours between the time I shot him and the time we actually got him. But that was a 9-pointer.
We found it.
Right there.
And it was coming in rain, heavy rain, so we had to find it.
We had to find it. But I called her over and I says, this is the last blood right here. And we looked up and there he is laying in the bushes.
Right.
Quite the tracking
You're
job.
a good tracker.
That's incredible.
I'm pretty good too.
Yeah. We do it together. I mean, yeah, she's in on it.
Oh, yeah.
If I lose the track of the blood,
We go back and forth.
she circles
I
around
find
and
it,
she'll see till she sees blood,
Yeah,
and then we just keep
two people do it.
You
working
got
our
your
way.
technique, the toilet paper trick that you use.
Toilet paper.
He
trick
always
works
brings a
good.
little bit of toilet paper. And
You mark the last blood, because if you go forward, you can't see it.
No.
Well, sometimes we're down on our hands and knees looking for blood. and
Literally
that's how
crawling.
we seen,
Yeah, it's just a step.
found
We
hers
find it though.
that same year.
Yeah.
You know, she shot one, and we looked for probably a couple of hours trying to find blood. And
Which one was that one?
that was the spike on, remember down?
Oh yeah, yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that?
you came.
In the rain.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was going to rain. It was raining that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was the same thing. You don't give up. You keep going back around, and we was going to leave, and she looked out the tent where she was sitting, and she said, well, I don't know, I think maybe instead of going over there, it was over that way. So I said, well, let me go take a look, search the ground, and I went and searched the ground. I could just see a little bit of dirt on a rock, ripped, the dirt was ripped right off the rock.
Moss, a little bit of moss.
Moss. I said, looks like that was him right here. So we get down on the hands and knees, and I think she spotted specks of blood. Mark it with toilet paper. About 75 yards away, I was headed for some water, so climbed up on a rock and looked over across, probably 30 yards across, and there he is laying there. I called her over. I says, stand up on that rock and take a look.
If we would have gone home, we would never found it.
No,
We
it
hadn't gone
would have
back.
been coyote.
Went back and looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it.
We shot 2 moose and got those out by ourselves too with no help.
That's your turn. That's it.
Oh,
Can't be there every time.
So he has 31 stories to tell.
We need more wine.
They're all pretty lengthy. Yeah. So I'm Western Maine. I've gotten 31 deer. I'm Ron and Ruth's son. There's a lot of deer that I would love to talk about. I've gotten some really big ones. And there was a hunting trip that we did up in Ontario that was amazing. But I will probably go back to the beginning. It's my smallest deer ever, but the biggest story. And I don't think I've ever told the story on camera before. So, well, I was 13 years old, and I'm hunting with 2 legends, the legends of Oxford, that have shot all these big deer, and I feel like I've got something to prove. I haven't even seen a deer yet, and it's like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong, But it's my dad's idea to go up to camp, and go up to Ziskos, he's got a camp up there, and we're going to hunt. And he puts me on the edge of the McGalloway River, and it was a crossing. So if you jumped deer, that's where they wanted to cross to escape danger. So he hunts the other side. Mind you, I'm 13 years old. I got this big .06 rifle with me. And I see him coming. No deer, just like I was used to that. It's my 3rd season and no deer. But he gets to the edge of the river and he's motioning across, hand signals. So I'm like watching him, like, what is he doing? And he's like, he's making this motion. So I knew immediately, I was like, there's a deer upriver, bedded down. And I literally, this is the McGalloway River, and it's in the wintertime, the snow river. I just start into the water, and he's like, ooh. Well, this is where
was great.
the story gets a little bit of illegal here. Because again, I'm 13. He says, so he's like telling me to go out to the car and drive down Route 16 to the other side, and then I hike into him, and I'm just like, I am a ball of fire. Like, oh, I hope that deer's still there. This little kid, and he leads me up. The deer was actually bedded down on an island in the river, and we're up on this overlook, looking down at the island, and I just take my best shot, and I fire, and I see the deer jump and then fall, and he's just like, you got it. And it's like this wave of relief, like, I've made it into the club. Like, I thought I was going to melt into the snow right there. And I'm just like overwhelmed with emotions. And then he's like, all right, now you have to go get it. And I'm wading in water up to my waist, and it's like 30 degrees outside. Get the deer, bring it back to shore, and he's like, now you have to gut it because you have to stay warm because you're going to freeze to death. So got it. And he's like, now you have to haul it out because you're going to freeze to death. But man, what a story. I mean, the deer was probably 70 pounds, but the story, everything about that, the trip up to camp, it's freezing, the camp's cold. He's dragged mattresses out to lay on the floor. We're sleeping around the wood stove. And the whole thing is just, it was quite the hunting trip.
And your pants were frozen on, and I had to help you get them off. They were
Mm.
frozen right on.
Now he'll want you to edit that part.
But man, the hook was set for life. After that, I love scouting. He's taught me how to scout. I love finding my own spots. And I almost think I like scouting more than hunting. I know I can find a spot, and like if someone sits here, they will get something.
We love it. Yeah.
It's a fun challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we do. And he's got some monsters. Yeah. Up on the mountain, one of them.
I still haven't beat 220 though.
No, he can't beat my weight. He's never beat nobody in the family.
Oh, rub it in.
I'm still the best as far as weight.
We're not trying to beat it. We'll take a little extra meat off. Yeah.
I said it's okay.
But it's,
I'll
yeah.
allow him to get a big one.
Well, yes, that's what we do as a family. It's just a united effort, and it's enjoyable because with today's technology, he's in the woods, he sees something, he sends us a picture. We get something, we send him a picture. It's just Jim gets one, he sends us a picture. Veronica gets one.
Crying, looks like
Wow.
he's been crying.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we've all been a part of a lot of each other's deer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I shot my big deer,
Yes.
and I kind of missed that
He
one.
was only the young kid.
Yeah, so I mean, I was still in training mode when I got my big deer. I was 12, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, remember what you thought it was?
Oh yes,
That was
oh
a
yes.
nice story.
Yeah, so I mean, that was when we were still coming here every youth
Yeah.
day. All the kids were coming here every youth. It was the day before.
Yeah, youth
Yeah.
day,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was the day before. We do the big family dinner, and I think I shot a turkey the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
And so I got the turkey, we did the dinner, and we all wake up early. We're doing the morning routine, coffee, Nano gets out the donuts, you know.
Have
And
cinnamon rolls.
we sat in the buddy stand.
Yeah, buddy stand.
We went to the buddy
Call it
stand.
the buddy
So I'm
stand.
following you in, we get up in there, and you start, I wanted you to call. I wanted you to do some calling, one way or another.
Yeah.
And so you got the grunt tube out, and you did that a couple times. I mean, what was it? 10 minutes after shooting.
Oh yeah, it's really early.
10 minutes after shooting light. And yeah, so I see some movement.
Just a kid.
See
yeah.
some movement out there. And I'm like, I see something. I think it's a rabbit. My dad's like, that can't be possible. There's some whale grass up there. Wouldn't see a rabbit. So he opens up the curtain and looks out. He's like, oh, that's a deer. He didn't quite let me know how good of a one it
He
was.
didn't want 'em.
So I'm looking through the scope, and I'm like, gotta work with what I've got. He's like, just take your time. He's not going anywhere. He's just feeding on some berries
Yeah,
and
those red
those
berries.
bushes. Yeah, the red berries that are
Yeah.
down there. Beautiful. And
Yeah.
yeah, took my best shot, and it took us how long to get across the brook?
Oh,
Well,
well,
I
we
had to come down. I came down.
Yeah.
we didn't dare get down because for one, I didn't know where you shot,
Right.
where you hit him, so I was afraid he might get up. So I was just like, I just have him reload and just like point at that spot, and we're gonna wait for my father to come down here because the year prior, Connors had taken off.
Yeah.
So we have all that in our head. So I'm just like, we don't know where you hit him. Just stay on that, focused on that area. But he had hit him right in the neck. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it was,
went down
it
and
was
never
lights
got up.
out.
He
It
never
was
got
lights
up.
out. And oh my word. I mean, at 12 years old, it was a little bit hard for me to comprehend what had just happened and how big of a deer I just walked up on.
Yeah.
But oh my word. I mean, 8 point. Did we go to does for that one as well? It was 200 pounds. And then, so we get it back here. And
I remember I was working for the police department. I was so excited. For
yes.
I drove the cruiser down in the woods.
Probably wouldn't do that again.
Yeah, police cruiser went down there, showed up here. We had everybody here looking at that deer. It was great memories. So that's gotta be my favorite deer.
And is that the season where Connor got one either the same day or the day after?
Yeah,
Did you get one the same day?
Yeah.
Because didn't Connor get a spike horn?
So that was the
They
year
both
prior.
prior.
So that was this
you
deer,
had
that
the doe.
crazy
Yeah, I
story.
remember.
He got his buck, and then so mid afternoon, I think we went out and we went into the tall stand, causeway stand, and I was with you.
Yeah.
Because you were walking around. That's right. So I was with you.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw those 3 deer, those 3 does coming in. Oh, that made for a good story too.
That was a good one.
I was pretty lively for that one.
You gonna call? You gonna stop him?
Oh yeah. that was
Tell me what to do.
Yes. You gonna call now? Make them
We
stop.
did. We made him stop, right?
And
He
she
did.
laid down right over there. And then the Peyton sneaking up, that video of
when
him.
he was little.
With a stick.
Pretending with a
That's
stick.
all that same
Yes.
day, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good boys.
I love that we
Good
have
boy,
all that
Peyton
on
and
footage.
Connor.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
video
neat
of
too
them.
that all of the stands or places that we sit, we've named them all, and
You
all
know,
the
I was
kids
gonna say the
know.
same thing.
Yeah.
And so they'll say,
Go
head
this
out
way.
to where the green steps are,
Go on
and
the
we
green
already know where
the
we're
rock.
supposed on the
Right.
rock.
Yeah.
Rock getting old.
Yeah,
And
we're getting
Before
old.
Oaks.
I mean,
Yes.
Olivia didn't even get something at a stand way up, and I
That's
still
Olivia's
call it,
stand.
that's Olivia's stand.
It is.
She just saw 7
Right.
deer there that
Right.
day.
Right. The buddy stand,
The
the
buddy
causeway
stand,
stand.
yes. Yeah. We have like
tons of
names for everything.
Yeah.
That big rock
Out
that
on
was
top.
The big rock?
Yeah,
Like
That's
the
what
big
it's called? The
That's
big
where I
rock?
got my fork.
The big
on the
hill.
It's
rock.
got its own
Mhm.
natural
Yeah.
camouflage all over
I
it.
have
It's got
that
this
all
like
in my
weird
stories.
moss.
Yeah.
I wrote it all down already.
But like Austin alluded to, we've all talked about the day before. We called it Youth Day hunting. It started back when I was the first one to have a child. So this is probably going on, Connor's 27 now, so
Yeah.
when he was 10, he could start hunting. We started they wanted Youth Day hunting dinner. And we got together, we had a big turkey dinner, so we would have
Wild
leftovers the
turkey
next
dinner.
day.
Yeah.
And then we would get back together the next morning after hunting for a couple hours and have leftovers. But we always could, Amber was always here, and she was always like,
Making
had
some.
stuff out. She was making breakfast, she was making dessert, she had the coffee
Stocking
ready.
the fire so it was
Stocking
nice.
the fire,
Keeping
going
it
freezing.
warm, so we can lay up our clothes
It was
to dry
great.
after.
She's
and-
put up with us and all these years.
No, it's been fun.
She's like, I knit 5 hats while you were gone.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, I keep the house warm.
Yes.
I make some breakfast.
Well, there was
Yeah.
that time where Austin, I think it was supposed to be like a before school thing,
Mhm.
but Austin had shot a deer, and you were the one around. I was at home in bed, and you
right.
woke
Oh, yeah.
me right up out of bed and was like, "We have to go, Austin.
Right,
Got
you
to
had to
drag
go
out a
help
deer right now."
Yeah,
Before
he wasn't home.
school?
You had to do it right.
Yeah, he wasn't home, and Austin wanted to hunt before school.
So he walked up to a spot.
Yeah, it was close to home.
Field
House.
next.
That was pretty great. That was my first one on my
That was
own.
nice.
Yeah,
That was.
you were
Did
16.
you do a little video?
Yeah, and I did my own little video. I
Some
had
pictures.
was it a little digital camera I
Yes,
brought with
it
me?
was.
The
Yeah.
blue
And I
one.
set a little
Canon.
blue digital camera that I set up, and I made mention of your dad in it because
You made
Yeah.
fun of him a little.
yeah, I made fun of him a little because he told me, he's like, you're not getting a deer this year.
Oh,
Boom, got one. And I don't think he did that year. So. Oh, but he's been a good hunting buddy too,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah, but
That was probably my biggest involvement was that deer because he wasn't home, and it was too, he couldn't get that deer out of the woods all by himself. So told me where he was, and we had a Honda Pilot at the time and a basket rack. So I muscled the basket rack onto the back of into the hitch, and drove down to where he was, and found him in the woods. And Olivia was with me, and we went down in there and
And it was kind of a work between the two of you because, like, you'd seen it done so many times and helped out
Right.
with gutting a deer, and you'd seen it done so many times but never really actually gut out a deer.
No.
So it was like the two of you guys working together to remember what
to do
steps
it.
next. How do I do
'cause
this?
there's
Yeah.
no one
Don't
else
cut
there.
that.
yeah.
yeah. So neither he or I had ever got a deer at that
And I think typically I would be able to just call you at work because it was pretty easy for you to be able to step out, but you were in a meeting, I think.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, he was not accessible.
Not accessible for whatever reason.
Yeah. So we were figuring it out on the spot. We
Yeah.
all of us. Yeah, it was a team
It was
effort.
like home and got it before Dad knew that he even had one.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Look at this. Got it home, got it cleaned out, got it hung up.
Yeah.
And then I think you probably left early. I feel like.
Yeah, once I found out, I think.
Yes, I think you left early.
It's a priority.
That probably was the biggest solo, like my first real solo mission as far as hunting went. Because you even helped me. You were like, all right, you're gonna ask the hunter or the farmer,
The landowner.
Yeah, the landowner. You're like,
Yeah.
You're gonna go knock on his door, see what he
Go ask permission.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just real old timer. You know, he was super down to earth. He's like, as long as you don't shoot one of my cows, I'm good with it.
Check.
I know the difference between a cow and a deer.
Yeah. So, man, that was fun.
Yeah.
I'm
There
just
is a lot of stories. If everybody told their stories, you'd be here
Be
all
here
night.
a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big bucks
A lot of good stories.
Yeah.
Funny.
They're all
fun.
on video though.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we're all talking about deer, but you can. It's all turkeys too.
Yeah.
We all have.
Yeah.
Partridge
You know,
stories.
yeah.
So many videos
Yeah, how
on
many?
that.
I mean, same thing.
we
I've
don't
done some
even know
turkey
how many
hunting in
turkeys
the
we
past.
got.
And never gotten anything, and then you guys really showed me how to shoot some
Yeah.
turkeys and that.
Yes.
We had fun with that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
got you started.
Got him started because remember your first turkey? I went with you guys. And we were in a tent,
True.
and
So
it's very quiet. But
I get a little excitable if you haven't noticed.
the turkey's coming.
He's telling me to go. Yeah,
loud.
sorry.
He's loud.
Well, they tell me we're gonna get out of this spot. We're in a field, and Ron's gonna come with us. And I'm new to the family. It's my father-in-law. We're sitting in this tent. He sets us in. Oh, they're close. They were above us. And when they gobbled and dropped,
He said a bad word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we don't say that
There
word.
was silence for a little bit. We get back. He's a little excited. I'm like, yeah, I was a little excited.
And then she told me later,
Yeah.
you won't believe what,
Yeah.
what Jim said happened.
In the tent.
They were right above us. I was a little excited.
Remember your daughter shot too at the same time and shot a
That's
hole
right.
in Ron's
Yes,
head.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
She shot-
on Youth Day,
shot a
yes,
hole
that's
through
right.
the tent.
Yeah.
She
That was
was
a
only
deer.
like
That's-
10
yeah,
years old.
yeah.
One is a deer, one is turkeys.
Yeah,
So
one-
you
that
got
was a
double,
deer.
double turkey.
Double
right?
turkey
That was
down
the one
here.
that he shot.
On Youth Day,
Yeah,
Morgan
yeah,
Day down.
yeah.
Which was a cool story for me because she'd gotten some. She got
She
her
got
deer
a turkey
Yeah,
before.
she actually a really good
She
shot.
got her deer.
But we went down in that spot. You'd set us up, and I'll be honest, I was kind of asleep. I was half asleep, and she's like, "Dad, this turkey's coming back." Okay, well, you know what to do. And she shot, and then come to find out, she ended up hitting two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She shot a turkey. It was close. And her shot hit a beech tree. The shot ricocheted off and hit a turkey off to the left. And she had to go chase that one down.
Yeah, ended up walking down and had to finish off the second one. But
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Two turkey, one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stories like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we can go on and on.
Yeah, all the kids.
And this is kind of what we do every year anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
this
We'll
is
get
it.
together.
So,
Now the family hunting dinner has transitioned to after the season.
Yeah.
Because the family's so big now, and it's hard to get everybody together just before the season. So now we do it after the
We
season,
just had
and then we're telling all brand new, fresh stories.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah, that's
Right.
really good.
We did that this year at your house.
Yeah, we did it in December this year.
We've been going around.
As you can tell, we have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
We really do.
A lot of food and a lot of fun. Always eating, always
These-
laughing.
And like Veronica and Jim have progressed a lot because they go out now earlier than we do. We always tend to get there before shooting light. And they'll leave this house and they're in their spots 15 minutes before shooting light, sitting in the dark.
They stay all day.
All day. I can't even do that. It's paid off for them.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Works. You need to tell about Austin when you took him bow hunting with you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We
boy.
was
He
into
was like 2 years old, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Little, really.
the bow hunting thing. Well, I think we did it like for 9 years.
Was it 9?
And by the
I
way,
don't remember.
she got 3, I got 1.
Again.
You were going bow hunting. You came over, and she was going to go with you, and you dropped Austin off to be with me to babysit.
Yeah.
Well, Amber had to work with
But
something, so she
I said, well, maybe I can go to the apple orchard and in a tent, and he can just be in the tent with me. So I did. Took him over to Minot, and got in the tent. We were on a good trail, and I says, well, now Austin, what? I want to practice something. If I say I see a deer, I want you to lay on the ground as quick as you can, Okay, I get it. So let's practice that. I see one. He lay on the ground as fast as he could. All right, this is gonna work.
Training's working.
I was on the trail. You're getting down to crunch time. I gotta pee.
He's just a little teeny toddler.
Okay, go right there. Just go right there
Go
inside.
in the tent.
In the tent. Yeah. Okay, we did that. And then all of a sudden, deer were coming up through the orchard behind us. We could see the movement. He's looking out one window. I don't know, how old were you? I don't know how old he was.
Oh, you don't know. He was so tiny.
But it was too far off to get a shot. But Austin says, I think it's a buck. I didn't even know it was a buck. I just know it was a deer.
can see it.
But that was his introduction to hunting. A little hard to handle, but it was a memorable time.
Yeah. Much bigger than that.
What's the name of that Luke Combs song? The Hunting by Yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hunting by Yourself.
That's a good one.
And it talks about, growing up with the kids and he's making too much noise. You never see anything, but it's the memories.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I created those
Never
memories
forget.
for you.
We still talk about that.
Oh
yeah.
Because it was so much fun having the kids, and they fall asleep during the day. We have some great pictures of them, like
There's on right now.
asleep.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, get up, because there's a bear coming.
And I remember just going. We're definitely sitting with you before, and it might have even been both of you, and it was both Ty and I together. And we're in the tent, we're just hanging out, eating candy, we had games to play with the boys. We went with you guys. We were there for the hunt. So.
Yeah, that made me think of Morgan falling asleep because you get tired. You're out there all day.
It is tired.
And she's getting, the head. I'm like, take a nap. She's like, seriously? I'm like, that's part of hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's your turn. I'll take a nap later. So we have some pictures of, like you said, of her. A little embarrassing on her part, but we enjoy it.
What we have found out over the years is if you can get them in a spot, a young person, they have to get a deer. It doesn't matter if it's a little doe, maybe something above spots, but if they get a deer, that's the thing that hooks them in.
Yeah, they got their
His first one,
Yeah.
he got hooked. New Hampshire, and then of course the big one down here.
Yeah.
In my tree stand.
I was kind of hoping for that spot to fall. And we could
Yeah.
The quicker
Yeah.
we are to get a deer,
Yeah.
then they can, focus on themselves. Because that's when we were young. That was what the focus was. Focus was us.
Yeah.
They're walking around to push deer towards us. Whether it was Ron or whether it was my dad, they're pushing deer for us. And then, as soon as we get them, it was then their turn to, put first their own hunting. So they're always making sure that we got something. It was always like, obviously they wanted the drive to be passed on to their kids, but it was very much like, I'm not going to make you go hunting today. If you want to go hunting, well, we can go out. But it's very much, and that's also what created the drive, because it wasn't, a forced thing. It wasn't like it's youth day, you have to go out. Like, it was exciting to go. And, if the next day I felt bummed because I didn't see anything, Dad was like, great, now I can go hunting.
Right, yeah.
Like, it was always, made sure to be fun for us. It was never something we felt like we had to do.
But if they wanted to get a deer, they had to
Put
go.
in-
We would put in the work, put in the stands, and all of these, everybody here got their deer on their own. Their numbers are theirs. It's not ours.
A lot of times Ronnie would give up his stands for us too. like he did for
Oh,
him
yeah.
before. He put a brand new stand up and let someone else sit in it. Because that one that weighed 220, the night before we were going out to a meeting, and we saw a really big deer crossing the road, and he said he had to work the next day, but he just put that stand up like that week. He hadn't sat in it. And he said, well, why don't you go over there in the morning and see if it comes up, crosses up there back wherever he's going. And so I did. The kids were at the table eating breakfast, getting ready for school, and I went by myself over. You can almost see the spot from here, from the window. But you couldn't, but we knew where it was, not too far. So I went there and climbed up in his spot, and I think it's just barely light, and I see a big deer, something moving down there. I thought it was a squirrel, and then all of a sudden it was picking up a few acorns, and all of a sudden it came right in front of me, and I shot it. And it was still kind of not light enough to get down and go look at it. I waited, so I didn't hear it moving anymore. And then I got down and looked, and then the kids came. They didn't go to school that day. They came over and helped me hold the legs apart so I could clean.
She dressed
I think that was the second
that
one.
deer out with, was that by the notes?
Oh yes, I had some notes I took out of Sports Afield magazine. It showed how to dress a deer out if you're by yourself, and it
Step
it
by
had
step.
pictures step by step how to do it. So I had those in my pocket. I used to keep them in my pocket in case I had to. He wasn't there,
Right.
and so I had to do it that day. And the kids had to help me dress it
Also,
out.
I could have used that.
When I got to the tagging station, they said they were telling my father-in-law who took me. I don't know. They took me. She took me, right? You.
Yeah.
And the guy said at the tagging station, she looked like she rolled in it. It was all over me, It was a big deer to clean up. Dress
What's
up.
funny about that year too is because it was your big one, and it was the same year I got my first.
Oh yeah.
And that year he got his biggest buck, but no one ever talked about it because I got my first deer and she got that
The
giant.
biggest one that everybody talked
So
about.
poor dad, his buck was just in the background. It was a big buck, 185 pounds, tracked it down. It's a great story, but no one ever talks about it.
I just
Kind
like
of
a little
in
kid
the
standing in the
background.
background. Nobody even knew I got that. I think he's one of those right up there. Yeah.
I mean, you track that buck like all day, and it's like
Nobody
it's a
even
great
cares.
story. It's a buck with like 4 or 5 other does, and he's following the river. There's so much that happens that day, but it never comes up.
It's just coming out now.
Yeah. We forgot it even happened.
Yeah.
I think it's fun too that we all rotate. Like I was sick of, how was it, a couple years ago, I was sick of the spot down back.
Yeah, we
And
switched
so
spots.
he's like, oh, do you mind if I sit in that spot? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not seeing anything in that spot. Go ahead. And he shot a great big buck that day. And I'm like, oh.
That night. I
I did want to mention too that it was, once we started having kids, they made sure to buy each kid their lifetime hunting and fishing license. And then when I got married, he also bought, they both also bought
My
his
daughter.
daughter. So
Her.
because they were so, wanted to make sure that, all the kids had their lifetime hunting license and be part of the family.
I'll say I can start simpler.
Sure.
I didn't grow up really in a hunting family. I kind of did it on my own as far as I remember taking hunter safety in junior high as a kid, and had gone with some buddies a few times, but never really, got anything or see anything. And kind of didn't hunt a lot. It was a Maine thing, and it was fun to do once in a while. But when entering this family, it changed. It's more of a totally, obviously, a family affair. I've learned a lot. We do everything together. I can tell you, a few years ago, I mounted the deer. At the time, it was the biggest deer. And I know it sounds bad. The deer doesn't mean anything to me because I went. It was all on my own. It wasn't as a group. It wasn't that fun. It didn't. But doing it as a group makes a huge difference.
I think it's important if you are a new person, and that's what we taught the kids, is right from day one. You know, bring what you need, dress warm, do your homework before. I mean, that's what we were trained to do. You know, do your tracking, look for the signs, put out a trail cam if you need to put out a trail cam, and then, you know, it's such a respectful spot to be out in the woods and such a raw moment. You know, the time when I was out back and that little baby doe came right up and looked me right this close, and it still had spots on it. You're still in awe of nature. You're out there, you know, you might be getting your food for the next year, but you are still in nature and you respect that.
I'm not a hunter, but something that's always sort of stuck out to me, because I did grow up in a family that hunting and farming, and so the harvesting of animals was not unfamiliar to me, but I always think about how much time they all take to get permission to hunt on other people's property, and what a big deal that actually is. So I guess for me, I think about like a lot of they're ethical in what they do, always like seeking permission. And we've talked a little bit about deer that were shot and not recovered immediately, the time that they spend looking for those animals and making sure that that is resolved and not just left out there. That's always a couple of things that stick out to me, because growing up, I grew up in a really small town where a lot of unethical hunters. That was kind of what I knew as a kid, and so just seeing the difference in, you know, sort of like the redneck hunting versus taking the time to respect the people and the land and the animals.
Yeah. I know for myself, I mean, as my wife and I, hunting was to put meat in the freezer. I mean, we love deer meat. It's not our goal to go out there and get the biggest buck around here. It happens. We happen to be in good spots, right spot at the right time. But in my hunting, usually the first 2 weeks, I would pass on a doe. But of course now you can take 2 deer. But if it comes down to crunch time and we're not going to have meat in the freezer, one of us is going to take a doe, and then we can hold out for a bigger buck. But these deer that we've got, they come because we got in the right spot at the right time. Sometimes just by accident, you know, just one scouting trip resulted in Curly. And I was just amazed. You know, I was amazed that he walked out. I'd never seen him before. I didn't know he was in the area. But it's being in that right spot at the right time. It's being persistent. Persistence is a big deal too. You know, you can get burned out, right? First of the season, you can get burned out really bad. You don't see a deer. It's like Veronica mentioned out back. A good spot, but if you've been out there a few times, it seems like a dead zone. That's what she called it. And we went out there to the dead zone, and 4:07 that night, it turned into a live zone. That 9-pointer came out, walked right out to me. We enjoyed it. We like deer. We don't hate deer. We enjoy scouting. We enjoy feeding them. I plant 2 rows of Brussels sprouts. We like Brussels sprouts, but Brussels sprouts, they grow up. The deer don't hardly touch them during the summer, but when the frost hits, the deer love them, and they'll come out and chew them Brussels sprouts right to the ground. But it's fun to do that for them. That's my giving back to the deer. Yeah, but that's how we do it. We want to have meat in the freezer every year. So yeah, I know. There's a farm just up the road, mile up the road. We go up there in August because we like to set out and watch the deer come out. At this particular spot, they come out quite early, before dark. And something that she can do, which is interesting, is you can see a doe 200 yards, 300 yards out in the field, and I'll tell her, get out and call to it. and she has a call that she does with her mouth. Go ahead and give him a demonstration.
Oh boy.
Yes.
They come. Running.
A doe
Back and
will
forth.
come running.
Zigzag around right up to the car.
Come right to us, and she'll just keep it up, and the doe gets confused. She'll come and she's looking for her little ones, and maybe she lost hers. She keeps coming, and they'll be as close as here to the stove out there, and then finally she realizes that's not mine. And she's done it multiple times. Okay, that 10-pointer that I got, not this past year, year before, out back, went to a knoll where they hunt. It took us a while to get out there, before 4 o'clock at night. Maybe I got down to that spot, and I'd left my phone up to the four-wheeler, so I had to go back up and get it. Got the phone, went back, is texting her, and she's texting Veronica because she's up in the field where she got hers. So I settled down. I have her call on my phone. It's just a video in the woods, but it's got her calling. I played that call out all windows twice. 5 minutes. He come in looking for it. 5 minutes. He's out there by that dominant scrape that I mentioned earlier, where the bucks do their scraping and urinating, and he came right to that call.
That's good.
It's just an amazing story.
Yeah.
It was short.
Didn't we do that call also when I got my 10-pointer? We did that along with some other
We
stuff.
did that with all the other noises. That
We did a bunch of
A lot of noises.
We was getting ready to leave because it was getting bored out at the dead zone. But before we left, I said, well, let's do some calling, buck grunts, the doe can, fawn bleat, and do your fawn bleat do it as loud as you can. And
You left.
Yeah, as soon as we did those callings, we heard shots. It moved something, so I decided to go and see if somebody got something. But while I was gone, that deer was up on the side hill, up close to where I got Curly, and I'm pretty sure he came down to check his scrape and to see what was going on down there, and that's how she got that one. It's just stories.
It's weird.
That's insane.
That's how it goes together.
I'm gonna need a copy of that video if you don't mind.
A lot of people have it now.
Yeah.
Does seem to work.
Yeah, we use it.
Yeah.
I've recorded her and I've used it.
It's on that video of her with that big deer.
Mhm.
Yeah, the story is on there.
That's phenomenal.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be able to give it to you.
Well, she just demonstrated
We
it.
might
Annie
be able to-
video.
Yeah, so
true. I didn't
Well, I think like advice to parents that are trying to get their kids into it, they always kept it fun for us.
Right.
And never made us like try to hold out or pass on deer to get something bigger. I've heard stories from guys at work that want their kids to get a really good one as their first deer, but they're ruining it for them, honestly. Let the kid have fun, you know.
Right.
If he wants to shoot the first thing he sees and it's just a small doe, whatever, they always treated it like it was the biggest deer they'd ever seen, which was nice for us. You know, as a kid, you got this deer, and they would treat it like it was a 10-point buck, you know. But they would congratulate us. They were so excited. They take the video. They want to do an interview, and I think that's a big part of setting
The
up.
video and pictures.
Yeah, because you guys always acted so impressed. It didn't matter if I had a spike one with spikes this big, or you know.
Yeah. We always made them tell their own story too.
Yeah.
You have, even if they're a kid and if they're shy, No, you have to tell what happened. What did you do? You know, it was hard, but they got better. Everybody that got better from telling their own story. They could tell it real good now. Yeah.
And it comes to a second nature of enjoying everyone's story. Because some hunters only want to talk about their story, and we like it all.
And when we used to do the family dinner, we'd always show all the kids and the stuff that they did that night.
Yeah, trying to build them up, get them excited.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, even as much as the day of hunting is so exciting, it's everything before it too. Because for us, it's a family thing. You know, fall is so important to us.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's when we are
dinners
together.
and get together.
Yeah.
We might get busy the rest of the year, but
so as a kid, for me, that day was just as exciting.
Right, the day is, They
You know, I knew I might not get something tomorrow, but it was really exciting to see all the videos before. Like, this is what we're going after.
Yeah.
And always showing, you know, this is the latest trail cam pics. See what's out there. Yeah.
Building the anticipation.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
And all year long, we're outdoorsy people, so whether it's hunting season or not, we're still talking about hunting season because it's prepping in some sort of way or just being excited for it. As kids, when we would come here, there was always, in the wintertime, they would tap the trees to get sap and make the maple syrup, and we'd make the maple lollipops, and we all had snowshoes that they got for each of the grandkids, and we'd all go out snowshoeing together. If it was summertime, we'd go out and ride their four-wheeler, forage for mushrooms, the blueberry field up this way. We're always out doing something in nature. And whether it was sledding down this huge hill here, ice fishing on the little pond is right there, catching frogs that he was scared of.
I was too, definitely.
I loved it. I'm 3 years younger.
I don't know why.
I know.
They were big bullfrogs. I mean, they were huge,
The
massive.
things I was afraid of as a little kid. Very interesting. A handful of worms once.
Terrifying. But they've got, ATV trails that go out just, in multiple areas around here. And it's a very safe area. So Austin and I and the other grandkids, we'd all just go out and make forts out there. And we're just very outdoorsy as kids. And, it starts as the family. I mean, pushing them to go outside, but also bringing them to go and do all those things. You're bringing us to go and pick the blueberries. Yeah.
training us how to go fishing, even though some of us don't know how to fish very well.
I don't know how many times I would ruin my dad's hunt because I got something or I needed help. So I shoot, I hit something, whatever, and he is like in one of the best spots over an apple orchard or whatever, and here I come wandering through the woods. I need help, and he never was just like, seriously? He would just get down and help me go find it.
It doesn't change either. Like as far as age goes, it's just like whoever's the oldest. They're coming to save the day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But it proves a point. Like you, how far were you away? We
Yes.
all would drop anything.
Yes.
That night, yeah.
Because it's so much fun to do it.
You want to be a part of it.
Yeah, you do.
You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. Want to share in their excitement.
Yeah.
I remember feeling just, do I want to call them and get them to come and help? And it's way after dark, but we finally found the deer.
It must have been miles and miles away.
We love it.
I just sent them one picture, sent them all three of them at the same time, and they just came alive, which is added to our memory of the hunt that they came.
Curly.
Curly.
With Curly, that was
getting it
memorable.
out together.
I think we were all in awe. Like when we finally were all there together in the dark, looking at him under a spotlight,
Shocked.
it was shocking how big he was.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
I never seen nothing like it.
No.
He was heavy, but he had plenty of handles.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to take up all your folks, Sunday night here.
Yeah.
But I'd like to take a moment if you want to just give out some closing thoughts. Not on the spot. You can take a minute to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I myself, I'm glad we get a chance to share what we do with you.
With others.
It's something you're interested in recording and finding a family that does it together, and it means something to us that you're willing to come here and do this with us.
Because we like sharing our stories with people.
Yes.
We do love it.
And we do like helping new people, like the one that apprenticed. She was
My son-in-law.
her son-in-law. She helped him, and he got an apprentice license. She knew where to take him because she
we
knows
did
where all
same
the spots
things.
are now.
Set him up in the best spot.
So
we
that's a
tried.
really good feeling.
That's kind of what I was
I was
thinking.
kind of jealous that she got to do that, really.
Yeah.
But we didn't know him real well until she, he decided he wanted to go hunting. He didn't go hunting ever.
Experiences
so
like
she
this,
wanted
like
to take him.
it doesn't matter how old you are. It like the interest is there, and then you happen upon information like this. You're like, all right, I can do this.
And I think he was interested because he really, he
wanted to be a part of this.
Yeah, he wanted to be more
He
of a
saw
part
the
of
excitement.
it.
Yeah.
And we got to know him
he
a
wants
lot
to,
through
he
that.
wants to be
We
part
really
of it.
did.
Great.
Yeah.
It was great. We
Yeah.
were so excited
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
him. Yeah, it was wonderful.
So yeah, I think it's just we're all happy to be together. All these years, seeing all the kids grow up and do it. Austin and Olivia and Morgan and my 3 boys, Connor, Ty, and Peyton, and that we've always stuck together all these years. It's always been important to us, and always texting and stories, and it will forever be. They will pass someday, but we will always keep this alive.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
Yep. And as an outsider looking in, it's just there's more to it than shooting an animal. The whole process, getting to learn the woods, getting to, I think, read it. That's what he's always been good at teaching me how to read the sign that I'm looking at, and that everything that's on the ground tells a story. And I've always loved the cat and mouse game of it. I love the family aspect of it. And I love everything that I have been able to experience in the woods by just being able to spend the time out there, and then being able to share it with others, whether I'm taking a video of it or just telling stories. But there's so many things you get to experience by being out there.
The other thing that I think he experiences and the rest of us do is when you help someone get a deer, it's almost like that you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a story like you do, like I do. They have a story that they can tell. And that's a lot. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
When they're able to tell their own stories.
Yeah, hunting is like it's a bonding experience somehow. Even though, like I said, I'm not a hunter, it's definitely bonded this family, and within than our family, like you helped Mike this year get his deer out.
Yeah.
So it is interesting how even outside of it's tightened the family bond as a whole, I think, but I think it also has built relationships. It's tightened up relationships outside of our immediate family too, and gives stories.
Tears are coming.
Oh, he's hearing all this stuff.
They should be proud of what they have done and what they've accomplished, that's for sure.
The legacy continues.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've done good.
Yeah.
You did good, Dad.
Holding it together.